Hey y'all, welcome back to Boxing Conversations with Swaggy. Someone actually referred me to do this fight prediction. Like someone actually told me that I should do the fight prediction for Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani. Like their fight that is coming up. I think it's gonna be in May, I'm not sure. But yeah. So here we are, we're gonna do the fight prediction. Let me start off with their records. Naoya Inoue has 32 fights, 32 wins, and 27 knockouts. Junto Nakatani also has 32 fights, 32 wins, and 24 knockouts. So this is an evenly matched fight, it's an evenly matched fight. I personally think that the biggest name on Junto Nakatani's record is Sebastian Hernandez, because Hernandez, coming into the fight with Nakatani, Sebastian Hernandez race had 20 fights, 20 wins, and 18 knockouts. Now that he lost to Nakatani, debatably so, he has 21 fights, 20 wins, and 18 knockouts, which is very, very impressive. It's a pity that he was not known heading into the fight. Otherwise, I think he would have beaten a lot of people that Naoya Inoue faced. I really think he would have beaten them, the likes of Louis Neri, even Scooter Fulton, because Scooter Fulton doesn't really have a great chin, but he would have beaten a lot of fighters that Inoue beat. We should remember that Inoue, as of late, has a tendency of getting dropped, coming back and winning, but he gets dropped. He almost got dropped in his fight against Ramon Cardenas, but he ended up winning the fight, which was a great fight, by the way. So Sebastian Hernandez was no walkover. People keep saying that Inoue is gonna beat Nakatani due to Nakatani's lost performance, and due to Inoue's impressive lost performance. So it's gonna be a very great fight. I think that the two names that are well known on Nakatani's resume are Sebastian Hernandez and Andrew Moloney. That's my personal opinion. And others were relatively unknown. He also beat Francisco Rodriguez, who is a great fighter. We should remember that Francisco Rodriguez is the very same person who beat the fighter from the UK, Kalaya Fai, But I think it got overturned to a no contest due to alleged substance use or something, So Nakatani doesn't really have the best resume as compared to Naoya's, resume. Let's go to Naoya Inoue's resume. Naoya Inoue has beaten a lot of great fighters. He beat David Picasso in his last fight. David Picasso, fun fact, David Picasso also beat someone from my country, Uta Sabelongebian. Shout out to him. They once fought. I think it was at a Golden Gloves show, and Big Bro put on a great performance. You feel me? Yeah. Anyways, heading into the Inoue fight, David Picasso had 33 fights, 32 wins, just one draw. I'm thinking of how many knockouts. He had 17 knockouts. Now he has 34 fights, 32 wins, 1 draw, and 17 knockouts, which is impressive, meaning he was unbeaten heading into the Inoue fight. Before the fight with David Picasso, Inoue fought against MJ, Murajan Akhmadaliev. A lot of people wanted to see that fight. Some people said that Inoue was ducking, this, that, and the third. but they fought. Inoue outboxed him, But apart from everything else, broke out into the boxing scene. Inoue broke out into the boxing scene due to his impressive stoppages not stoppages, but wins against Nonito, the Filipino Flash Donier. The first fight was very competitive. It was back and forth. Inoue was getting caught, Donier was getting caught, but Inoue got the best of him and he won on points. In the second fight, it was easy work. Inoue won by stoppage. Inoue, in as much as one of the biggest names on Nakatani's record is Andrew Moloney, Inoue also stopped Jason Moloney. I think it's Andrew Moloney's brother, So Inoue is definitely going to be the favorite heading into the fight. So yeah, Inoue has beaten a lot of great fighters, a lot of them. One of them obviously being Ramon Cardenas, Louis Neri. Louis Neri gave Inoue a great fight. He also dropped him. Cardenas and Neri dropped Inoue. He also fought Marlon Tapales. Yeah, and it was also a great fight. Tapales is a great fighter. It was a back and forth fight, yeah. But then Inoue won by stoppage. Tapales gave Inoue a great fight. He also fought Paul Butler. Paul Butler has also fought someone from South Africa. I think he fought against Zolani Tete in a fight which he lost. He also fought against Kuda, someone from USA, and he won by knockout. So Inoue has a great resume. His resume is second to none. His resume is second to none. So we know that Inoue is bringing the heat. Let's check out their way of fighting. Nakatani is a power puncher. He has very quick hands, but for the most part, he has power in both punches. We should remember that. And he's very accurate with his punches. He will be the smaller fighter heading into the Inoue fight. Nakatani is also a one-punch knockout artist. Nakatani has a lot of great knockouts which are spectacular, but I don't think that will be the case against Inoue. I think that Nakatani is kind of one-dimensional, but once he gets to you, he can hurt you. So yeah, and I think that Nakatani is explosive. He's explosive. He comes to fight. He's not scared, and he has a big heart. He has a great heart. So Nakatani just comes to war. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Even in his last fight, he was bruised up, but he won. So it's going to be a great fight. Inoue has skills. Inoue has power. Inoue uses his jab. Inoue has great lateral movement. So I think it's going to be a comfortable victory for Naoya Inoue. I think it's going to be a great victory for Naoya Inoue. Like I said, Inoue has a tendency of not having the best chin. So if Nakatani, gets him with a great punch, anything is possible. It's going to make it much more interesting, So I think that Inoue is going to win the fight. And I do think that Inoue is much more versatile as compared to Nakatani. Inoue has showed us different parts of his game. He can fight going forward. He can fight moving backwards. And he can use his speed. He's just on another level as compared to Junto Nakatani. But who knows, once fight night comes, Nakatani might have the best of Inoue, because remember, these are both Japanese fighters, and Japanese fighters have their own unique way of fighting. So Nakatani might know what to do, according to the Japanese art of boxing. If you get me, if you get what I'm saying. Anyways, that's my take. Just let me know what you think though. Let me know who you think the winner will be. I personally think it's going to be Inoue. At first, when I was watching Nakatani's fights, he was having easy fights, but those fighters were nothing compared to Naoya Inoue. They were not on Inoue's level. And as for Inoue, the only reason, because we may also criticize Inoue of being knocked down, this, that, and the third, but remember, Ramon Cardenas is not a walkover. Murodjon Akhmadaliev, which is MJ, he's definitely not a walkover. Like Stephen Fulton is not a walkover. Nonito Donia is not a walkover. Like I can go on and on. Even his last fight, Alan Picasso, he's not a walkover. He was a Mexican warrior. He was undefeated for a reason, and he will still be a world champion. Like he will definitely be a world champion one day. It's just that Inoue is that good. So we can't really pinpoint the fact that Inoue has been getting knocked down and this, that, and the third. Therefore, it means he will eventually get beaten. No, he's just that good. He has fought people who are that good. For instance, look at, and this is one of my favorite fighters, by the way. Don't get it twisted. I'm not hating. I'm a fan. I watch all his fights, all his interviews. I follow his Instagram, all that. I'm a fan of bro, but I'm just painting a picture on your mind. Look at Bruce Shushu Carrington. Yeah, look at Bruce Carrington. In his last fight, he was given a hard fight. He got caught, he was wobbling, and he won by knockout. But he was wobbling. He almost fell. He was clearly hurt. He even says it himself before he won the WBC world title at the 126-pound division. He was hurt. So that was not due to the fact that Shushu is a bad fighter. He has a glass jaw. He just fought someone who is good. He fought someone who is very good. Someone who actually dropped Stephen Fulton, in their fight, like last year or the year before. I'm talking about Carlos Castro. That's who I'm talking about. Carlos Castro, like the fact that Shushu Carrington got hurt by Carlos Castro doesn't mean Shushu is a bad fighter. The fact that who's the fighter from Africa? I think it's from Uganda, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how to pronounce it. Like Suleiman Sagawa. Yeah, that guy. That guy gave Shushu his hardest fight. I think that was Shushu's hardest fight. That's just me as a fan. Sagawa gave Shushu his hardest fight. And I think that fight might have went either way. Sagawa might have won that fight. I don't know. I'm not saying Sagawa won. Obviously, Shushu won, but y'all go watch that fight. Y'all are gonna, that doesn't mean Shushu is a bad fighter. He just fought against a great fighter, which is good for his experience. So back to Inoue. Inoue got knocked down, and all that was good for his experience. He knows how to be knocked down. He knows what to do after getting dropped. Sometimes getting dropped in boxing is a good thing, because especially getting dropped and then not getting stopped, getting dropped and getting back up and finding your way around the ring and just coming back strong and winning. So I just feel like we can't really say Inoue is a weak fighter or this, that, and he doesn't deserve to be top 3 on the pound for pound. No, he is definitely top 3, bro. I won't lie to ya. He's definitely top 3. My top 3 is Usyk, Shakur, and Inoue. Shakur beat Tio. Tio was the number 1 in his division at the 140 division, but now he said he's going to 147. So we have to give credit to Shakur. The fact that someone got dropped or your favorite fighter got dropped, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's a bad fighter. No, we should respect fighters. So yeah, man, tell me what you think. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 100 subscribers by the end of April. Yeah, so if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe on Jayam. Anyways, that's my time and I'm out.
Box Conversation with Swaggy. What's up, family? Salute to South Africa.
Southpaw, the most factual and funniest, hands down. Wouldn't mind if I upload. I wouldn't mind if you upload every second. All love, Southpaw TV. Thank you, Mr. Boxing Conversation with Swaggy. I like your channel too. You got a dope channel. I see your shit.